Hi guys, it's me Sloan, and today I have a special guest, a good old friend of mine, Charlie. And this, today we're talking about the single life. As someone who is recently single and someone who has been single and made it a lifestyle, um, we have a lot to compare notes
Yeah, for real, we do. We
on.
do. We really do.
Now that you've got your own place and everything,
Mm.
tell me about how it feels.
It's really exciting, It's like basically opening up a new chapter of my life. It's basically a new journey, you know. Just with yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up.
It's okay.
Um, no, but it's basically a new journey in my life, and I'm just finally happy that I opened up that chapter. I'm focusing more on myself, focusing more on my apartment, getting it ready little by little.
Now I know that you've been shopping for things for your apartment,
Yes.
and I know that you introduced me to your new friend, Billy B.
Johnny B.
Johnny
Bone.
B. Bones. Yeah. How freeing it must feel to be able to just decorate your house how you feel you want it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm able to express myself more without actually being ridiculed. Of like, oh, this doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. It's just like I want to put my how I'm feeling into my apartment.
Right. Right. Trust me, I get it because nobody understands the swords and the gothic feel with the ranger's pennant on my wall. I get it. I get it. But it's me,
Yeah, exactly.
and I wouldn't have it any other way. If someone else moved into my house, not that I would judge their decor, but like I would feel like it's less me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like where I was before, my little man cave, I only had that little part of the house, that apartment just to, do whatever I want. But I felt it wasn't enough though. I just wanted to like express myself more, which I really felt that I really couldn't.
Yeah, because you were inhibited.
Yeah,
You were inhibited by someone else's sense of style. You were inhibited by someone else's presence, and it was someone else that you weren't compatible with.
right, exactly.
Yeah, I get it. I know a lot of us lock ourselves into relationships with people that we are not compatible with.
Mm.
And for the most part, and I'll speak for myself, I did it because I wanted to fit into the norm. I had children, so I wanted my husband to be around. I wanted their father to be around. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I had I wanted to have a forward face and I wanted to match it in my home. And it didn't work for me because that's not me. And I didn't realize that until later on when I finally got rid of the husband. Well, when we finally broke up, I shouldn't say got rid of because
Only in Nico's terms.
yeah,
I threw him into the void.
throw him into the void. He we broke up because we couldn't see eye to weird. We couldn't see eye to eye on almost anything,
Mm.
and he
Yes.
argued.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Education played a huge part in that breakup. Okay, the man had a seventh grade education and he huffed paint, so he stopped going to school. I, however, went on to college and craved more knowledge at that point, and I wanted more college, and we couldn't we couldn't argue on the same level, you know. And so uh, things went bad. really, really quickly. Things went sideways with every argument, with every conversation. It was just like another tribulation. So I get that squeezing yourself into that box for the status quo is bad, but I didn't learn that until like after I did it. When I became single, I was free. Finally, for the first time, I got my own apartment, I got my own place, I got my own furniture. Like it was just, I was able to. Well, I had my own children, so I couldn't walk around my house naked, but it was that kind of sense of freedom that was like, oh my god, I could have had this all along, and I shoved myself in that box because I wanted to look like something else. You know what I mean? I don't know if you felt the same way.
Well, honestly, I did. I did because like also like I see like my brother getting married, my sister's getting married, and like and I personally like being like when I was younger, you know like I felt that it was like the end all to be all, but but like being single for me though, it's like you have more freedoms.
Yes.
You don't got to worry about if this one's cheating on you, this one's doing that, whatever, whatever the case may be. But it's like now, like since I got my own place, it's like when I step in, it's like, there's no tension. It's just like, you know, like, cause my apartment has now like this peaceful energy in it, which I placed, in it, and it's like, it's very soothing. It's like step in, you just feel like
You're at
everything
peace.
washes away.
Yes, I love that. I love that feeling. And I have that here. And I walk in, it's like, this is mine.
Yes.
Everything here is mine. I either bought it, worked hard for it, it was given to me, whatever the case is. I kept it precious. It's all mine.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I mean,
I worked for every bit of this.
yes.
And I think that's part of it too, because there's a sense of pride in it.
Yeah, because you fought hard for what you wanted.
Same with you. You fought your ass off to get
Oh
this place.
man, a year and a half roughly. Well,
Yeah.
in the situation I was at, after breaking up with my ex. I don't want to really get into too much detail
You
about
don't have
that,
to.
but it's like, but now that I'm on my own, officially, it's like the stress is not there anymore. I could rest a little bit more easily. I could spend as much time in the bathroom if I wanted to. When I, someone say, Charlie, hurry up.
I'm telling you, it's the silly little things, things that we find silly now, that are the freedoms that are like, oh my god, this is the best, you know. And you can only get that when you're single, or when you're with someone who are you absolutely like synchronized with.
Yes.
You know, I don't think I've ever found that, the synchronicity.
Mm.
Like I had something strong for almost 10 years with Mr. Wrong from my book.
Yes.
Um, I'm not gonna name him because fuck him. Um,
I get it.
but I had something where we understood each other. We were open with each other. I was honest with him. I'm not gonna say we were honest because he was not. But as long as we kept that honesty going, it was really really good. And it was it was peace. You know, we understood each other. We didn't bother each other. We didn't. There was nothing that rubbed each other the wrong way. Only thing is that he cheated on me for 2 years with someone that he lied about.
Oh, I'm fucking real.
So
Uh,
you know,
yeah.
yeah. Even someone you don't have to lie to, you lie to. It's just like, you know,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it's an open relationship. Why lie? Just saying. Anyway, not getting into it. Not getting into it. But the freedom after leaving him was, I was no longer tethered to my computer. I was no longer tethered to my phone. I was free, you know.
Yes, yeah. I mean, there's quite a few times where I was making coffee
Mm.
and I accidentally spilled some coffee grinds on the counter. I didn't see it, but after went back into my little man cave. Charlie, you spilled coffee grinds on the counter. I don't feel like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Like that, like that quote unquote anxiety.
Yeah,
Like
it wasn't necessary. None of
no,
it is necessary, and we put ourselves through it.
yes,
We put ourselves through it because we feel that we owe it to that person, or we feel that we owe it to ourselves to try to make it work.
yes,
When in reality, if it's not working and we've tried to make it work, it's better for us if we just let go. Because that freedom when we let go is just all encompassing, you know?
yeah,
Oh man. Daddy always told me, you never hunt for love. Love hunts you down.
yeah. Mm.
You you hunt for dick whenever you need it, but you you never hunt for love because love will hunt you down. And I believe that.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just telling you earlier how honestly I don't think I could ever like actively date again until I find a guy that wows me the way that I wow people. You know, like a guy comes to the room and he's like, "Oh wow, you're into hockey. Oh wow, you're into science. Oh wow, you're into history. Oh wow, you're into this. You're into that. You're into fantasy." And I'm wowing him at every turn, yet he's boring as fuck to me.
Yeah, like as you said earlier, and that quote,
Hmm.
"Where's his 50?"
Right, he needs to bring his 50 to
50,
the table
yes.
because it's 50-50. I'm bringing mine. I'm bringing it all to the table, and you're bringing nothing. How am I carrying the whole nah?
No,
Mm-mm.
no,
I prefer my freedom until I find that one guy that knocks my fucking socks off the way I seem to knock everyone else's socks off. That's the day. That's the day I'll sit there and be like, holy shit, he got me dumbfounded. I can think of nothing but this man. That's when I know, oh shit, dad was right.
no. Yeah, exactly. I mean, relationships shouldn't be like rushed into.
No, not at all.
I
And
mean,
if you don't seek them, they tend to throw themselves at you. You know, and I know there are people out there who are so desperate to be in a relationship that they push and they shove and they get with the first person that comes along. Meanwhile, the right one is sitting right there and they push them aside because they're so focused on making it work with the wrong one.
yeah, exactly, exactly. You should look at the menu first before you buy it.
Exactly that. I've been in relationships almost all my life until Mr. Wrong.
Mm,
And then when I stopped being in relationships, I realized one, people throw themselves at you every which way if you're a woman. Two, I literally prefer my freedom. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't like being
yes.
tethered to my phone. I don't like it when someone texts me, oh, well, you didn't text me back right away. What the fuck? Listen, I was sleeping, or I was in the middle of a game, or I was in the middle of writing. I do things. I have a life. What?
Yeah, I didn't like that. Those "Where are you?" texts.
Oh, God, no. That's the
Oh,
worst.
freaking probation officer! Come on.
Right. Do I owe you money? What the hell? No. See, I can't with that. And people have to understand that when you're in a relationship, you are not their property. You are their partner.
Yeah,
It's a whole different situation. Some people want you to be their property, and those are the whole wrong people.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I do believe that, like, like in a relationship, if the person is living with you, if he decides to go out, let them know.
Right.
I mean,
Common courtesy.
yeah, like, okay, listen, I'm going over to my friend's house, or I don't know, I'm going to the movie, but whatever.
Right.
And I will see you when I get home. But like, there's been all right, my situation. There's been a couple of times where I was out with my friends, we're having a good time. The next thing you know, I received the "Where are you?" text like 50 times. I mean, my friends were looking at me like, "Yo, Charlie, what's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
And I just gave him that like, "You don't want to know." Look.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because then you get into an argument. Where are you? Oh, I'm out with my friend. Well, why? What are you doing?
I mean, if you don't come back home, sit now. All your shit's gonna be out on the sidewalk.
Oh, and it's
Like,
always
really?
so intense. Why? Why does it have to be so
It
intense?
doesn't have to be.
There's no reason for it. It's just, hey, I'm out with my friends. Oh, okay.
All right, I'll see
I
you
wanted
later.
to watch that show we're binge watching together, so I'll watch something else.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Like, you don't have to. Why put so much fucking pressure on a situation that doesn't need it? You're pouring gasoline on a little campfire. Like, why? The little campfires to keep you warm. It's an honest to God, just innocent campfire. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man, humans. It's like I think what we need is a course in how to human.
Yeah, I'll wait for that book. Even when I'm dead,
Oh
when
no,
I'm a
another
fucking...
book I have to write. How to Human 101.
Shit, I'll be your first customer.
Common courtesy.
Yes.
But common courtesy does not extend to ownership. You know, like, hey, I'm going out. Where? With my friends. Don't know yet. That shouldn't end up with 20 minutes later. Where are you? What are you doing?
I mean, because
That's insecurity.
yeah, it's like, your partner is stressing himself out.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't. I mean, it also comes down to trust.
Right. Exactly that. And you should trust your partner. And there's no reason not to. They haven't given you a reason not to. If they've given you a reason not to, well, then that's a different story. But if you have trust issues, then that's on you, honey. That's not
Yeah.
on your partner. You need to work on that.
Yeah,
That's what therapy is for.
Yeah.
You don't put that on your friends. You put that on your therapist because they get paid to hear your problems.
Yes. Unfucking real. But like, I mean, in every relationship that I was ever in, like before this recent one that I got out of, I was never like that. If my girlfriend would say, "Oh, Charlie, listen, I'm going out tonight," all right, fine. Don't like put the phone down and just do what I'm doing.
Right.
And if there's a problem, I know that you call me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it isn't gonna be like, "Where are you? When you coming home?" It's like, if you're having a good time with your friends, leave it be.
That's controlling.
Yes.
That's insecurity. That's crazy. There's no need for any of that. None. So long as you trust your partner. And that's the other thing. A lot of people cannot be trusted.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's why there's always a problem when I get in a relationship because it's like, hey, listen, I'm polyamorous. I have people in my life. You're just going to be one of them. And they look at me like, I'll pass. Thanks. I'm okay with that because I'm honest.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can't take that away from me.
No, they can't. No, they can't. They can't say shit to you.
No.
Because, you already let them know what was going on.
I'm 50 years old, honey. I think I've earned the right to sit there and be like, veto, veto, veto. Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides, I could smell the bullshit a mile away. Like, I could read a person within the first 10 minutes of meeting them. I could tell their level of trustworthiness. I could tell their snarkiness. I could tell if they fit in with my crowd or not.
Right.
I could tell how they fit in with my crowd. And I can tell automatically why they would get heartbroken if I dated them. That's the problem with me. I already see the breakup in my head the moment they start asking me out. It's like, oh, no, we're good. Thank you. But thank you. You always have to end it with that. Oh no, we're good. But thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I used that one time, and she was like, I mean, like the look on her face, it like that thank you of no, but no, we're good, but thank you. That thank you like shattered her. Like, okay, I guess we're not talking anymore. I guess even the friendship thing is broken too.
And I don't understand that. What's with people who cannot just be friends? We were friends before you had your little attraction, and now you have your attraction, and now we can't be friends because you're butthurt that I'm not attracted to you as well. We were friends.
Yeah, exactly.
It started what the hell? Why do I lose a friend just because I'm not attracted to them?
Mm.
That's not okay. Male or female, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Men can be friends with women, and women can be friends with men without sexual intent. The only problem is you have a lot of people going out there being horny with their intent, and they're always like, oh, well, she said no this time, but I think she's holding out for a better offer, or I'll wait and I can try again later because I don't think she meant it.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. It's like let's say the person decides to stick around regardless if you say no or not.
Hmm.
But in the other person's mind, like you said, I'll wait around.
Right.
I'll wait around, and the next thing you know, that sometimes leads to problems because that person asks you out again. You tell the same
Or they
answer.
get butthurt when you start dating someone else.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, it's like they take it so personally. Like, why are you with them? What? Why wouldn't I be? What's wrong with being with them?
mm,
You know what I mean? They become the most cynical about your relationship all of a sudden. It's like, oh, well, why are you with them? You know that they cheat on you. Oh, they're lying to you. Oh, hmm.
mm, mm,
I wonder if you have a vested interest in breaking us up.
mm. Yep, and that's almost like what I had told you before the cameras went on. Remember how where like I knew that like I mean like it's kind of different though like how I kind of knew this person, but I really don't want to say anything
Mm.
because my ex or whatever will think that I'm trying to break them up. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Well, that's a tricky situation when you know that things are going on with a person and your ex is dating them and you don't want to say anything because they'll think that you're going to be the jealous ex. Oh no, you're saying horrible things. I'm going to cling harder. But if you know the truth and you're just dating the truth, it's not a jealousy thing. Oh my God, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna take a break for breakfast.
oh thank you.
Thank
They're like
you.
fried tuna and rice.
You're the
Ooh,
best.
all right, that works.
On
Nice,
that
man.
note, we're gonna
Nice.
take a break. See you later.
Very healthy,
Yeah.
very fucking healthy.
Why isn't it stopping? It's
I
like
don't
it
know.
wants us to eat. It wants to watch us eat.